What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I have some new news concerning Brian Bomac McIntyre. Get this. McIntyre, of course, is out of jail and he is free as a bird. Right? But this is what he had to say about the potential rematch between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. And we know that the whole debate is, Terrence wanting it to be at 147, which is bullshit. It was in the contract that it would be at 147 unless one of the guys could not make 147. But this is what Bomac had to say. He said, don't matter if it happened at 147, 154, 160, or 168. The outcome won't change. It will still be the same damn thing. And let me counterpunch. The shit was funny when I read it. That's why I was laughing at the beginning of the video because, Bomac was like, it don't matter. He's still going to be the same shit. I say this. That's exactly what Bomac's supposed to say. He has the W with his team, with his side, with Terrence Crawford. They're undisputed. They're undefeated. They've done that. They've came this far. And why shouldn't they be confident? Why shouldn't they? He's supposed to think that. And I say this. As much as I like to just jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, I think Terrence Crawford's just a better fighter. I always thought he was better than Errol. Why? Okay, for a brief moment. If you guys must know, I look at both fighters, and I look at the way they fight, and I look at their mentality. Terrence Crawford dominates fighters, whoever he's in there with, and he finds a way to stop them and end the show. Errol Spence, when he fought tighter, or not even say tighter or righter or better opposition, because that's unfair, because those fighters haven't fought each other, plus they were in different weight classes half the time. He wasn't as dominant as Terrence Crawford was. He wasn't as thorough. His execution wasn't as severe and complete as Terrence Crawford. You seen the Sean Porter fight. If it wasn't for that flash knockdown, that shit could have been fucking for Sean Porter. I think that flash knockdown saved that fight for Errol Spence because he went tooth and nail and he fought tooth and nail with Sean Porter. I mean, who really won't fight that way with Sean Porter? It's Showtime, for Christ's sake. Showtime is going to fight you. I don't care who you are. That's the only man that beat up Usyk. Right? And Errol just didn't look this dominant dude like he was just the shit to me. Then I always looked at it. I was like, Errol Spence looks like an Hector. Terrence Crawford looks more like an Achilles. Right? I mean, the performances were just, night and day to me. Errol Spence looked good enough to be that much better than the people he fought. Whereas Terrence, it wasn't like a debate like, who do you think won when Terrence fought? No, it was never like that. That's why when I said, well, you put these guys in the ring together, Terrence Crawford is going to take off with this fight because he's just a better fighter and he can do more. He knows more. He's more talented. His mentality's a lot different. He doesn't go in there expecting, just hard work and dedication. No, he has a strategy to put you out and he finds a way each and every time. You know what I mean? And he's undefeated, in the process. Okay? So I just thought he was a better fighter anyway. However, what has to be proven to be fair about this situation, it should be at a different weight class so we can see another dynamic. Okay? We can see at least, okay, well, how will Errol Spence do at 154 or wherever? I don't think it should be at 160. That's stupid. But 154, I think it should be done at 154 just to erase the bullshit, the speculation, the what if. Because, see, if it happens at 147, we've already saw that. We've already saw what can happen. And then people can say the same thing because they've already said the same thing. That Errol Spence stayed at the weight class so long and Terrence Crawford has said that himself. So what's the point? What's the point really in this whole mess, But the point will be made if they go to 154 and Terrence Crawford, like Bomac said, will be the same damn thing. No difference. And I would say this about Bomac. If you feel that way, encourage Terrence Crawford, to forget what's in the contract and just fight him at 154, so we won't have speculation, we won't have rumors, we won't have possible haters to raise their ugly head to say, oh, well, I thought you said you were fighting at 154, now you said it gotta be at 147. That type of shit. So, you know what I mean? You can eradicate any possible hatery, anybody drinking haterade towards Terrence Crawford, okay? Because it does come off saying, it does appear that Terrence Crawford only wants it at 147. Like, hey, it's only 147 or a bust, right? And it's like, okay, well, you didn't say that night you beat Errol Spence. You are all about giving this rematch, and I like the idea of 154, and I'm having problems, dropping weight, so or making weight rather. So I think that it should definitely be at 154 to just avoid all the complication and all the possible bullshit. Okay, so and if Bomac is that confident that his fighter can do that, I suggest that he lobbies for that at 154 to take on Terrence Crawford, so we could possibly see the same damn thing. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Bomac stating that Terrence Crawford will beat Errol Spence regardless of what weight class they're in. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!